Hey everyone, in the news this week, actor Idris Elba backed a plan to stop UK knife crime by only selling blunter kitchen knives, so clearly he's not the sharpest knife in the box himself. And Wayne Rooney is in talks to become a pundit on Match of the Day, which I assume will end up with the show being relegated to BBC Two by next year. But anyway, this week's main story with two major crashes. One was the AI tech stocks and the other was a plane crash in Washington DC, although it's easy to get the two mixed up, as the government is notoriously staffed by what voters would describe as only artificial intelligence. As to the tech stocks first, I find it unsurprising given that the NVDA market cap was recently $3.6 trillion, which is 3 times more than Exxon, Shell, BP and Chevron put together, and I just don't really see how you make a business the combined size of the oil industry when its main selling points are free recipe ideas, helping you conjure up a work email in the style of Shakespeare, or making crude Photoshop memes. In the past, typically it was a given that technology only became mainstream when the adult entertainment business got involved, whether that was VCRs, the internet, video compression, credit card security or the like. So I imagine that the Metropolitan Police are already looking forward to setting up Operation ChatGPT tree. As to the plane crash, 64 people died, although one highlight, if you can call it that, was when President Trump was asked if he would personally visit the crash site, and he pointed out that it was in the middle of a river and asked if the press reporter wanted to film him going swimming in the Potomac. As to the cause, blame was quickly placed in the role of diversity in hiring practices, and that was swiftly criticised until it was revealed that not only was the traffic control tower understaffed, and had been for years, but that several white men in their 30s had come forward saying that they were declined a job to work there, specifically because there were strict quotas to be met by the FAA. It was government policy that DEI had to come ahead of safety. And those quotas not only covered race and gender, but also a diversity of competence. There's a specific reference in the guidance to hiring people with, quote, severe intellectual disability and, quote, psychiatric disability. So clearly the airport was boxed in by these rules and chose the understaffing option over purposeful endangerment of passengers. Although no doubt some activist with pink hair will be very glad to know that at least the helicopter was a Black Hawk. Anyway, then the next day another small plane crashed in Philadelphia, killing 7, 6 of whom were from Mexico. And the president's response was to place a 25% import tariff on Mexico. Perhaps the idea is to incentivize homegrown all-American plane crashes, to which Boeing are presumably rubbing their hands with glee, seeing as they've been investing in that field of work for years. Anyway, see you next week. If you like these, click subscribe.